Everybody, it's been a while. Just wanted to make sure that the biodigesters were up and running properly before I showed them off. And it seems to be all working well, so let's have a look at it. Okay, so here's the first tank we did. You can see it's a bit dirty, but it's all wrapped in insulation. It's all cranking. That's just a retention time tank. I might chuck another heater in there to activate it, but either way. And that's the old tank from the greenhouse. So we're still using the original gas outlet, but we've moved the feed-in tube. It's a lot lower now. So we'll have a bit of a closer look. Yeah, so another reducer. I think the old port was here. So I've just installed a cap because it was a thread, so I've capped it and siliconed it. So I got the original scrubber airlock going in. And these are the overflows. So each one comes out into here and just adds retention time, so it digests a bit more. Any gas that comes out, I just trap in this little bag, just not much. Then the overflow into that bucket. So this is the other one that comes out. So these both lines come up. So one goes to the airlock that's over there and to the airlock that's here, and then they both hook up after the fact into this first scrubber. And there was a bit of condensation coming from the tanks in the lines. So what I did was I installed this. This is my old hydrogen gas generator. Wasn't overly successful. Did work, but yeah, it wasn't that great. So what I've done is there's still wool here, and this here is just full with clay pellets, which is actually in fact kitty litter, and a bit more steel wool, and then it comes out the top and then comes to my bag, and it cleared up the moisture like pretty much within a day in the line. So there's no moisture getting into the tanks when I compress it. And saying that, I have a compressor set up here. So this is a gas bag. I've actually pinned it up to the ceiling just because the shed's a mess. It's not overly the biggest of sheds, but anyway. So still using the 45 kilo there and 9 kilo there. I have to compress it nearly every 3 days or so because this gets too full. So what I'll do is I'll show you my new way of grinding the food. It's a lot better and a lot quicker. For those that may remember, I was using this old food processor here, and it got dirty very quick and it was slow. I had to put the food in, pour the water in, then grind it, and then pour it in a bucket, and so on and so forth. You know, like a garbage bag full of food used to take me nearly half an hour or so. But this new way, quick. I can turn half an hour into 1 minute. So what I've done is I've gone and bought one of these, and by crikey, it works wonders. So down here, I should probably show this up first. So I've got a old sink set up here. It's got a tap and whatnot and a place to put my crap. So this is a setup here. It comes with this tube. All I do is set my bucket here, make sure it's all nice and not going to spread everywhere. So yeah, that was an easy fix. So food goes in there. And what I do is I've actually got 2 bags of food waste here. I'm going to chuck it in there and we're going to grind it up. So with this setup here as well, what I can do is, because at the back there, well, you can probably see, there's a tap fitting, and I've got an old 12 volt little water pump. So what I can do is when I turn the power on for the grinder, I can also have the pump hooked up here. So they turn on at the same time, just go whack, and then water goes into there. So let's just get set up and we'll grind some food. So, bag of food here. I've gone through it while I was putting it in. Some of the people I get the food from, they chuck in tea bags and avocado seeds and mango seeds, and yeah, that stuff doesn't grind very well. So to all that in here, you can see it's a lot of fruit peels, and there's some bread, there's a bit of rice, mostly banana, apple cores, there's a bit of coffee, not a lot. Look at that. I can just whack all this in one big go instead of feeding them into that little food processor. So what I can do is just get this all nice and in there. I've got my jug of water, just using this. This is warm water, it's been sitting in the sun all day. So I can get this cranking and pour some water in and see how we go. And I'll just plunge it. Hold down hard up, there's some things in there. You've got to be a bit wobbly here. Yep. Just check down the bottom there, yep. Good. Whole apple cores. So you've got a whole banana here. Someone isn't eating a whole banana. It's recommended to keep the water going while I'm doing it. That's why I like to have the tap actually hooked up with the pump. It's been busy, so I'll get rid of that. All the way up. Oh, in you go. More water. What I'll do is I'll just stop this for a minute and show you what's coming out the other end. So while it's grinding, that's coming out and filling up the bucket. So I'll keep going and then I'll come back when it's all grind. So I put the camera down for 2 minutes, so it took me longer than a minute. Okay, but it's that whole big tub, the whole sink is finished. We got yum yum. And I had to change the bucket because we had a bit more than originally thought. But yes, all gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed it in to the tank. Alright, let's get it. This is quite heavy. It's actually got a lot more solids than liquid in it. But I'll see how easy this is compared to lifting it up above my head. And the tank will start to go bubbling off its head in a minute, because I haven't fed it in like 2 days. So all this new material, all this new food for it, will really enjoy that. So there's that one. I'll just put this in the other one here. So I've got some overflow happening now into the retention tank. Let's come back more in here. That one. Let's see if I can take you over to have a look. So there's that one, and that one draining into the retention tank. And that's the overflow. That's all the good fertiliser stuff that we want. So I'll just go on ahead and put this other lot in, and might call it a day from there. You should be able to hear this, or at least see there. With the new digestate in there, it reacts straight away, and it'll carry on bubbling like this for a good couple of hours. And you see I've got the thermometer in this tank. This has got the 100-watt aquarium heater in it. So initially it took, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks to build up to this temperature from like 17, just because little wattage takes a bit longer to get the whole tank up to temp. But 25 degrees, that's doing well. That's still going. The other scrubber here, it's going to be empty. Too bad it's empty. Yeah, it's bubbling away nicely. Yeah, I haven't seen any signs of corrosion on the steel wool yet, so looks like the scrubbers last a while, and all that's still looking dry, and all my pipes are dry. So yeah, a good effort. 2 tanks up and running. More fertiliser for the garden, or to sell off to people to buy more stuff. The gas I'm using not as much as I'm producing, which I guess is good. So I always have a surplus of gas there. You can see there's the heater in the background there. And I was trying to see how long a tank would last. I got to the half an hour mark and then I got bored. So yeah, I'll try that again probably when it's winter and not getting to the 30 degrees like it is now. Alright guys, well, happy buy I guess, and I'll see you guys next time.